And what had happened, exactly what Jesus prophesied. He wept. And he repented. Thank God for that. See, the flood is God's love. Satan is God's love to bring about something pure.
Amen.
In each one of us. Now go to the following chapter and listen to this prophecy. Okay. Verse 1. At that time Michael will arise, the great angelic prince who defends and is charged of Daniel's people. There shall be a time of trouble, straitness, and distress, such as never was since there was a nation until that time. But at that time, so the 3.5-year period, the Bible says in the book of Revelation, Israel, they leave Jerusalem, they go to the backside of the mountains at Petra, and they are carried there on the wings of an eagle, and they are looked after for 3.5 years. Alright? While all hell breaks loose on earth. That's what it means when it says, but at that time your people shall be delivered, everyone whose name shall be found written in the book of God's plan for his own. Oh, church, I want you to understand this. When you begin to look at about the dynamics that went on concerning Jesus and Satan and the disciples, and you come to someone called Judas, nowhere does Jesus say to Judas, Satan's asked for you. The Bible says that Satan entered Judas. And then Jesus said, go and do what's in your heart. What's the difference? Notice what it says here. Who gets delivered? Everyone whose name shall be found written in the book. Now this is concerning Israel. God wrote their names before the foundation of the world. You see, Peter's name was in the book of life. But God did not put Judas' name in the book of life. Because God knew that Judas would not repent.
Yes.
Peter repented, Judas came under condemnation and went out and hung himself. Notice that. Notice how God will use Satan to bring about the best of one disciple, and then God would use Satan to bring about the destruction of another disciple, because he will choose that. What am I saying? Satan is part of the flood by the hand of God.
Yeah.
Satan and demons is part of God's end time plan. And it's time that the church understood that and stopped trying to kick Satan off the earth and bind everything they can find. But it's time that the church looked inwardly and began to ask the question, am I blameless? Am I blameless? Now, verse 2, many of those who sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake. So those are the ones that have died at the second coming of Jesus, referenced in Revelation chapter 20. Some to everlasting life, and some to shame, everlasting contempt, and abhorrence. Verse 3. Watch verse 3. And the teachers and those who are wise shall shine like the brightness of the firmament. And those who turn many to righteousness, to uprightness and right standing with God, shall give forth light like the stars forever and ever. Oh, when I read this, I got excited. I will tell you, I'm not shining now. I'm just dull. Just like you, just clay. We just do what God called us to do. But this is an incredible scripture for the future. two things here. God is looking for wise and understanding people, so that He can use them to instruct many in the last days. And I want a piece of boldness to say, don't just focus on coming to fill the pew. You need to do more than fill the pew. You need to get a vision for the future. You need to get equipped. You need to get some understanding and knowledge, because God has got a reward for those that are wise and understanding. They will shine like the stars in space. Look there. That's in our glorified bodies. We are going to shine, man. You look at the morning star. Can you see yourself like the morning star in the future? Ma. Now watch. The second thing, those who turn many to righteousness. You know, you've got to get a heart. You've got to get a vision. You've got to get a purpose for the lost. Rejoice in the fact that you saved. But the flood is coming. And there are many that can be washed away. But God's raised up a standard. And we need to have that standard. That we want to see men and women turn to Christ. And that's not just talking about evangelists. That's talking about every single one of us can be a soul winner.
Yes.
Yeah. But if you're not being discipled, you'll never grow in these areas, man. Alright. Coming to a close. Watch this. Verse 4. But you, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book until the time of the end.
Wow.
Then many shall run to and fro. That's happening right now. That's a reference to the way technology has developed. And you've got people flying all over the world today. Life has become incredibly fast-paced. Now watch. Knowledge of God's purposes as revealed by His prophet shall be increased and become great. So we have knowledge that absolutely increased incredibly. We've got such access to knowledge today that it's frightening if it's the wrong knowledge. And I said it last week. The standard that God has raised is His Word. And we need to have a higher standard of His Word than the knowledge of the world. Amen? But there is so much knowledge. I feel sorry for young people and teenagers today that are not being taught the Word of God. They are being flooded with every other kind of knowledge. Okay. Here's my last verse. 9 and 10. He said, go your way, Daniel, for the words are shut up and sealed till the time of the end. Now listen to this. Many shall purify themselves. See, the flood is coming, and it's an instrument in God's hands to purify His church. But listen. What did Job do? How come Job was able that God could say, here is a blameless and an upright man? There was no flood. All hell broke loose after Job became righteous. Notice, Job purified himself. Job spent his days purifying himself. He didn't wait for any hell to break loose. Come on. Sometimes, if we're honest, we need a kick up the behind, man. We need an incentive. We need some motivation. And God knows that. Why on earth can't we motivate ourselves? Because I want to tell you something. If we take responsibility to purify ourselves, we might need less of the flood. Let's make it difficult for us to need the flood. Because we are doing introspection. We are saying, God, search out my heart. If there's anything that's not right in me, show me that I might repent. That the standard white. And watch, and be tried, smelted, and refined. You see, Job had done such a good job, and he still had to deal with that. Even if you and I take responsibility and we purify ourselves, I don't know. I've studied long enough now to say this. I don't know when the rapture's coming. Ooh, we wish it was now. I don't know how much of the flood is going to hit us before the rapture takes place. We're foolish to think that first we get raptured and then comes the flood. May we discern in the Spirit that the flood waters are busy rising at the moment. And they are not going to subside, they are going to increase. In many areas in our world, we are starting to see the rising of the flood. So our focus must not be that I need to get raptured out right now. Even if that happens, that's a bonus. My focus must be that the standard has been raised in my life. That's my focus. I must go and purify myself. I must work with the help of the Holy Spirit. I must work with the Word of God. I must work with my pastors. I must get a hedge of support around me. I must get to the place that I've got confidence and assurance that the flood comes. I'm ready for the flood and the rapture.
Yes, amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Amen?
Amen.
Now watch. The wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand. But the teachers and those who are wise shall understand. Oh, it's so comforting that God has given us His Word so we can know the future. God loves you and I so much, church. Come on now. God loves you and I so much that He doesn't want us to be surprised by the flood. But yet, there are those in the church that don't have a clue what's going on. You've got your Bible, but you never read it. I don't know when last you studied Daniel. You read many other books, but Revelation and Daniel, no. Let me remind you that those who read the book of Revelation and understand it and keep those words are blessed.
Yes.
Blessed that you've not been caught by surprise.
Yes.
That flood has got no respect for the church of Jesus Christ. It's coming. And it will drown us if the standard has not been raised. Let's bow our heads in prayer.